That is friggin' unbelievable. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Welcome back to my channel, FutureLustMedia. We have some exciting news for VR, but we have some disappointments when it comes to Facebook. There is a revolution happening in VR that most people don't know about right now. So if you're thinking about buying a VR headset right now, you might want to hold off until you see this video. The past month has been insane for VR. There's been a lot of news. I don't even know where to start at this point. I've been away for quite some time, but for now, I will try and get back on a schedule and create weekly videos going forward. I'm looking towards upgrading my mic and computer for better audio and faster rendering so I can put out videos more often and give you guys much more content. The main 3 points I'm going to talk about are going to be the Vario headset, the Pimax headset, and Facebook Meta announcements. Vario recently released a consumer version of the most advanced headset that they've ever created, and the reaction, even by the most experienced VR enthusiasts, has been amazing. I've seen some jumping in excitement when they put on this headset. This headset has to be seen to be believed, but it ain't cheap. The Vario Aerial is $1,990 US. Wildly enough, the Vario Aero is actually a prosumer headset version of their even more expensive enterprise version, which they sold, called the XR3, but that was $5,995 and required a $1,500 a year subscription. So unless you got bags of money, that's not for the consumers. Okay, so let's dive into the resolution of the Aero. If you heard of the term retina resolution coined by Apple, you know that means that the resolution is so fine that your eyes can't see the pictures on the screen, the pixels on the screen. If you have a MacBook Pro Retina from late 2012 and up, then you can see this on the screen. If you look, you can't see the pixels. Now in VR, that means the resolution is so high that it actually matches real life. The Vario's high resolution screen also solves the problem of the screen door effect, where the user wearing the VR headset sees tiny lines, vertical and horizontal, on the display as if they were viewing the virtual environment through a screen door. Now this is caused by being able to see the spaces between the pixels, but thankfully this has been solved by the high density displays that the Aerial uses. They're using mini LED screens. And with VR resolutions at those levels, playing games like Microsoft Flight Simulators, where one would need to read a number of dials and a number of buttons, will be so much easier. So this level of fidelity is going to be a game changer once it becomes more standardized. And not only that, but they also have eye tracking and motorized auto IPD adjustment. So the IPD is the distance between your eyes, and it has a motor inside that will adjust the headset specifically to your face. Now this is some advanced stuff. In fact, it's been called the best VR headset in the world that you can buy right now. Now, apparently, Vario isn't the only one working on retina displays and high density displays. The VR company Pimax just announced their reality headset, and the specs on it are absolutely insane. It's sporting a 12K mini LED display. You heard that right. 12K, that means 1200 pixels per inch, and that's just the start. It's going to have a 200 Hz refresh rate and a 200-degree horizontal field of view. For reference, the human eye has a 120-degree field of view, so the headset will allow you to move your eyes around a lot more freely. They're achieving this using what they're calling a bionic lens system that combines both Fresnel and aspheric lenses. Many previous headsets have used either of these lens styles, the Fresnel or the aspheric, each with their own pros and cons. But Pinax, what they did was combine the benefits of both lens style along with software to prevent distortion that gives the maximum benefit to the user. The Pimax also has a standalone mode that runs with less graphical capability, and that will be run using the Snapdragon XR2 processor that will run the headset between 5K and 8K resolution in standalone mode with a 128Hz refresh rate and 150 degree FOV. And that's only covering the visuals so far. This thing sports eye tracking, motorized IPD adjustments, and for you VR chat enthusiasts, you can now wink at those cat corals now because the headset also tracks your facial expressions. Okay, but more seriously, facial expressions and body movements are such a huge part of communication that adding them would make a huge difference for how we speak to each other in VR. It even has inside-out body tracking, this Pimax headset. So you could be wearing this headset, have no outside trackers, and this thing will track your body. So yeah, that's right. Not only does it track your eyes and facial expressions through its cameras, but actually has enough cameras to track your body from the inside using its headset. Now that's something. This is looking like the Bentley of headsets. But of course, this ain't cheap. This is gonna cost you $2,400 basically. Well, $2,399 if you care about that dollar, but yeah, this is aimed at the hardcore VR users and the enterprise. So we're about starting to see what VR with no budget limitations look like. These resolutions are so high that even act as a screen replacement that one can have multiple desktops. So these could be used for work purposes as well. I mean, this is crazy advancements if we look back at the start of VR. Now we'll talk about Facebook and Meta thirdly. We did have that Facebook Connect recently. A lot of people were hoping that Facebook would release the Oculus Pro that we could purchase, but that didn't happen. Facebook did announce that they had changed their name to Meta, and I'll give you more detailed thoughts on that later. I'm going to talk about what I think Meta means for the future of the internet and what this could mean. I'll also do a video covering some of the AR and Metaverse content they covered. But Facebook did preview a headset called Project Cambry that they plan on releasing next year. But the details were sparse and the video was like 1 minute long. So we'll have to wait till later to get more information. We do know that it's meant to be a higher cost, higher end headset. And lastly, as I was creating this video, we're seeing demos of the RPara VR pop up in some YouTubers' channels. I'm going to do a follow-up on that in the near future as I gather more information on it, but it does look pretty good. I mean, it's a headset that supports good specs from what I see, despite having a small frame. There's been so much going on in the world of VR, and it can be a lot to cover, but I'm just getting started on this new batch of videos. And if you like what you saw and heard, like and subscribe so I can get more content out. And hopefully once I get more subscribers and a higher budget, I can get demos here that I can show off to you guys and give you my thoughts on. For now, peace out and take care.